Hi everyone, welcome back to George Antique. And if you're new here, I just want to welcome you to my channel. I'm Rhonda, and today I want to share with you a project that I did for A Trace of Sparkle. I really love this kit. It's called Nostagic Garden, and it just had a lot of really pretty vintage elements to it, and that of course is my thing. I just love it. It just made a really pretty journal, I think. So I'll show you the cover here. And I've used these flowers before, but since it was a garden journal, I just thought it would be really pretty on the cover again. This book cover came from Souvenir de la France, and I had showed that in my last video. So that was my base. So let me just show you. I made a little wrap for the cover that can be removed. And she also has envelopes that you can put together in her kit. So this one says Garden Seeds. So I just added an old paper clip there. And inside of it, I have more of the fussy cut flowers. So there's some roses. These little black and white ones. And then more of these. And then one of these little fabric flowers. And so when I tied it up, I just kind of tucked it back here. So the cover is made from a delicate little doily that I had found at one of my vintage shops I like to shop at. And then I used some of the pages from the kit. So this was an envelope that I also got from Souvenir de la France. So there's a little hidden pocket there that a tag or a little hidden note could go in. And then I layered here with an old book page and a page from the kit. So I framed out this beautiful little image with this Tim Holtz embossing frame. And then I just accented it with some gold wax. And so there's little bits of gold just kind of sprinkled through the journal. So that is the cover that can be removed. So here's that book cover. I just love that marbling, and I love the age on it. And so it was a little bit skinnier. I don't know if you noticed that in that video. It was a little skinnier of a book. And so I tried to form the book without taking the spine out. But it got a little thicker than it needed to be. So I ended up taking the spine apart because it was literally going to split. So I just ended up breaking it down. And then I used this velvet, really pretty, to bind the book back together a little bit wider so that it would not be a gator mouth. So I had this lace from Lavish Laces, and I just thought that added the perfect little element on the spine. Here I just used this pretty lace, also from Lavish Laces, to finish off that edge of the velvet. So I think that turned out pretty, and you could always add whatever you wanted to the front. So as we open it, I lined the inside cover with one of the pages from the kit, and rather than throwing out that spine, I just sealed off the velvet that I lined the inside with the little piece from the spine. So I don't know if you can see that good. And then I had, I'll show more of this fabric inside the book, but I had a dress that kind of had the same look about it as these pages, and it no longer fit. That's what happens as you get older, right? But so I just dipped it in coffee dye and let it kind of stain it a little bit, and then cut up that dress and used pieces in the journal. So this piece I had gathered, and then I used it to sew in my signature there. And so let's get into the pages. So this is a piece from the kit, just an old receipt. And then I backed it with one of the backing pages that she had. This is an old French book page here. And this is an actual ledger page from an old ledger I have. And so I just kind of reinforced it with some of my tape that I had aged. And this was a really old page from a book, and it's really kind of fragile, but I just liked it. And so I had put an envelope in here, and you'll see the other side of it on this side of the book. But I used the envelope to glue this to, and then I reinforced it here with a card from the kit. And then this is some kind of little music card that I had, and it folds in half, so the other half is on the other side. There's some of that gold wax I added. And I had some washi tape that had these cute little mushrooms with the green base. And so the kit also has some really pretty little mushrooms. So I just tried to use that here and there too. Here's another page from the kit. Here's a stamp from Sam Poole. And this I had found in one of my little shops around here. And I just cut it to fit the book to be a page. And I kind of spritzed it with coffee so that it would age it a little bit. But I just loved bringing out that green color and the gold. So I just thought that was really pretty, that hand stitching. And there's the back of it. I just left it so you could see. And then here's another ledger page. Here's a page from the kit that I just backed with another page from the kit and made a pocket with this little notch cut out. And so in the pocket, I have some of the little journaling cards from the kit. These really pretty ladies. And I tried to accent pretty much all of the ephemera with gold. And so I just used a piece of washi tape here and a little piece of lace. And then I did the same with this one. And so here she had some bigger tags, almost like a bookmark. So I just washi taped those inside and added a little piece of lace, and those can be like a little journaling spot behind. Here's some of those cute little mushrooms, and then I just accented them with the liquid pearls. And so I made a little tuck spot with that one. And here's one of the tags. I added some lace and another little label. And then here is a postcard. And here was another old book page, and it was kind of fragile, so I just reinforced it too. I love that script on there. Here is another stamp from Sam Poole. And this is one of those coffee dyed pages I had done that looks like it's kind of a botanical placemat or something. And so it kind of left an imprint of that on there. So I added some lace here. So here's another pretty little tag that I made a little tuck spot from. And here is another postcard. Here's one of the little fussy cut roses out of the kit, and I used it as a tuck. And here's just a little French vocabulary card, and it has the green on this side. And then here is another postcard from the kit. And here's one of the pretty pages. I love this one. And then on this side, I just used one of Sam Poole's die cuts that I had cut from a tea bag and added one of the flowers. And I don't know if you can see it, but I accented that with my liquid pearls too. And so she has the tiny version of those tags. And so I just cut those out and added the little gold to it. And then here is another tag. It's really pretty with the lace and the roses. Now here is a piece from that dress I was talking about. And so you can see how I coffee dyed it and just kind of distressed it a little bit. Just kind of took away that stark white color that it had. And I added a little piece of black lace here and a rusty safety pin that actually pins it to the next page, which is a ledger page. And so you can unpin that and have a hidden journaling spot under there. And so you can see where I just punched tiny little holes there for the pin to go through, so it won't be so hard to poke that rusty safety pin through the paper over and over if you need to take it apart. Here I just took some sari silk ribbon and some really old pearls and some black thread, a little bit of a piece of gold tulle, and I just stitched it all together and pulled it tight so that it would gather it, and just added that to the corner of that page. And this is a copy of a ledger page that I had from a really old book. The pages were pretty fragile, so I just made a copy of it, and that's what's here and here. And so this is also a copy of the tissue paper document, and so I just went ahead and copied it so that it would be a little bit sturdier. But I love the script on that. And so on this side, I just took one of the cards and attached it to kind of secure it a little better there, and made it a little flip out where you can write or you can hide stuff in here. And then I took this card and just a little scrap from one of the pages and coffee dyed lace paper here, and so it just folds up and it comes apart. So this is like a little tuck for the paper to secure, and then it opens up for a secret journaling spot there. So then you just raise that and tuck it back under there like that. And so that just goes behind there. So here's another page from the kit, and I just added a little piece of that green velvet as a tab. I've seen Sharon Hearth do this a lot, and I love the effect that it gives. So, oh, and that's a rusty safety pin right there. So here is another one of Sam's stamps, and I just left this page for journaling. And then here is another little tag that I accented with one of the smaller flowers, but I also made it a tuck for this little flower that can be used somewhere in the journal or just tucked here to look like it's part of this flower. So, and then I just accented it with a piece of twine at the top, tied it all together. And then here is a paint sample card, and it says Nature Lover at the top. So I love this shade of green, and I just embossed it. So this is just a coffee dyed page that I flipped up to make a pocket at the bottom. And I just added this little brad that's shaped like a key, and added the flower to the brad there, and you also have a little tuck spot here. But I covered where the brad came through with this corner pocket here, so everything's secure. In this pocket, I have another little postcard accented with the gold. This one's really pretty with the birds, I think. And then here's another page. This is actually going to be the center page, and so I just took a scrap piece and made a ruffle. And here is one of my favorite pages from the kit. So at the bottom, I just added some little beads and pearls, and I just kind of frayed the bottom of that twine. So those look really pretty, I think. And then as you turn, you have another ruffle on this side. And then here's that other pocket with this tag. And to close this side, I just put a little eyelet there and tied some twine in it. And so on this side, I just made a little flip. There's some more of that mushroom washi tape and some more of the liquid pearls. Here's another one of Sam's stamps. The other side of that document from the kit. Here's the other side of that tissue paper page. And then here is another one of those little beaded clusters. And there's another safety pin that gives you another little hidden journaling spot there. Here's another one of Sam's stamps. And there's the other page of that lace print. Another tall tag here, and added some of that trim. And that just flips out for more journaling. And then here, the other side of that book page that I reinforced there with the tape. And there was a fountain that you could fussy cut. And so I just made it a belly band with this sweet little music tag. And there's gold on it too. Here is a framed tag, and I put gold all around it. And I just added a little brad there so that it can be twisted around and you can journal under it or tuck something there. I just have an envelope in it that I had recreated and tucked these little tags that are held together with a brad. So I like how that looks together. But you could move it anywhere and use this however you wanted to, because it'll just flip out like that. And then this is also the other side of that pocket. And so as you turn the page here, it has this large tag in it. And I just added some lace. And I added this other little label here to cover this brad. And then this little piece was a leftover piece that I had from one of her other kits. And I just thought it went perfect with this. So I just made a little tab out of that and added the velvet to that. Here's the other side of that embroidery. And then this is just a little flip out. And another tag. More lace. And it opens back up. So you have all of this space to journal. Here you have another tag that I added as a tuck. And under it is another one of those paint sample cards that I embossed. And this one is called Secret Garden. So I just thought that one belonged in here too. There's some more of that mushroom washi tape, Sam's stamp, and this is the other side of that music card with the gold all around it. This is the other side of that envelope. And so we have this little tag that I added the liquid pearls to the flowers. And we have this. So pretty. I love that image. And then this is why I used that envelope. I just love this. So here's the other side of the ledger page, and book page, and the final little page there. And here is the back inside cover. So I just used a little piece of lace on this side. And that is my project. I love how it turned out. It was a lot of fun. And I just love these colors together. So the book inspired me to go with this kit this time. And I just thought it looked really pretty together. So I hope you enjoyed that, and you can find that kit in Jennifer's shop at A Trace of Sparkle. So go check that out and all of her other kits. And I hope you have fun creating. Y'all have a great day, and I'll see you back here soon. God bless.